Today's matchup features one of the best passing offenses in the NFL. The Seahawks are top 10 in pass yards. They're going up against the Cardinals, who will need to be ready to cover a lot of space.
Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Evergreen State and CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage. Stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
And a grab made by Doug Baldwin. And he's brought down after a good game. That one goes for 24 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On first down, this is McCaffrey. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
And on 2nd and 10 now. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. Ooh, the juke. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead.
Throughout the game, we're going to track so many different statistics, but one is becoming increasingly in vogue, explosive runs of 20 yards or more, and we just saw one right there to open this game.
Now we'll see how the other team responds, because when you get a play like that against you this early in the game, you got to feel like your back's against the wall a little bit.
Yeah, the pressure now increases on you because your first thought is we have to answer right now.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. David Johnson on his way. 20, 10, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson, 78 yards. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. To throw again, Wilson. Block it with a grab over the middle. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet. That catch good for 5. It's third down. An extra DB added here for the Cards on third.
Blitzer play coverage.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 18 yards there and a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. And his throw here is incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. That'll bring up second down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. From the shotgun, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So on 4th down, as seen on TV, here's their resident strongman, John Ryan, on to punt. The Pro Bowler Patrick Peterson back deep for Arizona. Gets it away, and I don't think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one. Angling for the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And now it's 2nd down.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He's able to get a hand in and knock it away.
On 2nd down, Johnson. Room here to run. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. They're caught by Jerron Brown. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So here we go, a 3rd down after the 2nd down pass completion. They'll set up to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Johnson. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. Now they send a man in motion right. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. He spit, and he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught at the 25. It's a big play there for Seattle. 52 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Here's Wilson. Open space inside the 10. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola. And then, of course, to Stanford. And, boy, he's been good.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier. Was bidding for a 2nd. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And this offense on third down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. There's Wilson to throw. Buying time to his left. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
To throw now on 1st down. Caught by Nelson left side. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. The play fake. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. K.J. Wright coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. They're going to look to throw. Screenplay, Johnson. Got some real estate inside the 30. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cardinals have broken the tie. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Now Wilson on second down. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
The Seahawks on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Wilson. Baldwin with it over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. Here's John Ryan now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. On his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. On the return is Peterson. Fights loose. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
He'll look to throw. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And from the 9-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. Johnson on the counter. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Johnson again. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll drop to throw. And it's caught. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And Bryant's kick is good. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals. Well, Larry, I know it's late there in Orlando. This is a school night. Folks eager to get right back to the action here in the 3rd quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any of it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have recovered. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. They begin the drive with Johnson, and he'll be knocked down sideways. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Second down following the run. They go to Johnson again. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And caught right side, Green. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there at 22. Looking to throw. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Now a handoff, Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
A nickel look by Seattle on 3rd down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. Back to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Here's Andy Lee now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and made, but they may back him up 10 here and have him do it again. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And tough starting field position here. Now Wilson on 1st down. Being chased out left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating.
Exactly. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Shaquille Barrett in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. On 2nd down, Wilson. He's going to air one out. He's got him in. Complete. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 41 yards. But at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Now Wilson. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Throwing is Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Will Compton coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there.
I think we got to give a lot of credit here to the coaching staff on this one. Long field goals, really long field goals. Sometimes you get a chance to have a return, as we just saw there, but that means you've had to practice that and also have the right people on the field. I think you changed what you do here, don't you, Brandon?
Yeah, and the formula certainly worked. Now, you're going to have good field position anyway on the long field goal try. Now with a block and the return, they're in great shape.
Yeah, I love what they did. Instead of just having their normal field goal block unit on, it was almost like they had the punt return team on there. Faster, more agile guys on the field because the guys covering are usually the big guys, and they're not used to playing on their feet like that.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Again, it's Johnson. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. The short yardage man, it's Coleman. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll set up a throw. And that is going to be incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. And out now come the Seahawks. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back?
That's what you need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. On first down, Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Will Compton in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact. Able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, pass the sticks, 1st down. Here's John Ryan now as he's on to punt for Seattle. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. 2nd down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, Jerron Brown's got it. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. To give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Now a play fake here on first down. And off his back foot, he'll heave it. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cardinals. John Brown, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, if there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They go play action here on first down. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. The 20, 10, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Allen Robinson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Wilson. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 2nd down, 9 yards to go. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Caught by Nelson left side. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock.
All right, here we go.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense.
No, check, Patriots. No, check, Patriots. Let's go. Over. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Huh? All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back.
Green, 39.
They'll run it with Johnson. He's to the 10, and he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson, 25 yards to the house. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Flushed out, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. On second down, here's Wilson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Seahawks on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 16. From the gun, it's Wilson. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And that one makes this a 19-point game. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.